It's time for the Northwoods Cooking Show. Starring Uncle Roy and Miss Callie, the troublemaking dog.
Hello, and welcome to Northwoods Cooking Show. It's the holiday season, and we're starting early here at the Northwoods Cooking Show because we have a lot of recipes we want to get through to you. Last year I had 2 episodes for Christmas, and this year I want to try to get 4 in at least for the whole month of December. So we're going to get cooking and get busy, and we're starting early. Timing wise of filming of this, it's already September 2nd. So I'm going to try and see if I can get in as many episodes as we possibly can. We have a lot to cook. And I need assistance from Santa's helper, Miss Callie. Come here, Callie. Callie, come here. Oh, look at Santa's helper. Oh, she just flew in from the North Pole. Look at her. Oh, come here. Yeah, oh, the little antlers. Yeah. Come here. Sit. Come here. Sit pretty. Oh, yeah. Those are our peanut butter shortbread, holiday shortbread, peanut butter doggy treats. Yeah. Her favorites. Yeah, Santa's helper. Yeah. So now today, we're going to start out with my family tradition, because I'm, what am I? Norwegian, German, English, and Swedish, so half Scandinavian. We're going to make Jule Kake. Everybody wants to know how to make it. It's a simple, easy yeast bread. It's very, very simple. What we're going to start out with first, though, in our pot, our bowl here, is 1 cup of warm water. And we're going to be needing 2 packages of yeast. So we got this in the bowl, and we just let this sit for about 5 minutes until it's dissolved and it gets foamy. And then we'll be starting to add our rest of our ingredients. And also what helps to put in there too is a teaspoon of sugar. Because the sugar will help the yeast get activated and rise better. Okay, our yeast is all foamy and ready to go. Now we need to add the rest of our ingredients. So for this we need 1/3 cup of powdered milk, 1/3 cup of honey, and of course everybody knows the trick with honey. Just spray your cup, and then your honey syrup, corn syrups, all that kind of stuff comes out so much easier. And let's see, butter, 1/3 cup butter. And let's see, a teaspoon of kosher salt, and a teaspoon of cardamom. Oh, I got a cookie. I wonder if the Santa's helper will come out for a cookie. She watching? Oh, here she comes. Cookie? Yeah. People want to see Santa's helper. Yeah, shake the paw. Shake the pot. Oh, other pot. Yeah, that one. Yeah. She's got a little piece of tape there to hold her bell on. Oh, like one of those kindergarten kids, you know, the broken glasses. Mom used to take and tape them up and stuff. They used to come to school with the black tape around their. So I didn't put black tape, but white tape on so you couldn't see it. Yeah, I can't make fun of Miss Callie, no. So that was the honey and cardamom. 2 eggs. You want to make sure that your eggs are at room temperature also. And I put these in the microwave just to heat them up a little. 20 seconds. We don't want to have cooked scrambled eggs. But you don't want to have cold eggs either, because that will deactivate your yeast. That's why your ingredients should be all at room temperature. And then we need 2 cups of red flour. And then we'll mix this up on low just for a few seconds to get it moistened. And then we'll put it on medium. And we'll let this go for 4 minutes. Now this you want to make sure you time it. Okay, that's all mixed now. And oh, what's this? Oh, look at Santa's helper already taking the position. She knows what this is. Oh, it's a Christmas wide. Oh, look at her go. Oh, yeah. Now she'll be happy and content for a couple of, well, probably about 8 minutes. Yeah. Santa's helper gets a little Christmas treat. Okay, now to this we're going to be adding our fruit and nuts. What we have is a half cup of chopped walnuts, a half cup of raisins, a half cup of the candied cherries, and I got green and red ones. These are the kind of like rubbery kind, not the maraschino cherries, the candied ones, the ones that are, you know, like kind of rubbery. Because they make easier cutting. If you use maraschino cherries, it's too juicy and it gets your bread watery, and it's not, the bread doesn't stay holding together. Even if you pat dry the cherries, your bread still is going to get too liquefied and it spreads out. It doesn't get firmer, harder. So you want to use the candied cherries. So it's a half cup of nuts, a half cup of the candied cherries, half cup of raisins, and a half cup of the citron, which is the peels and lemons and limes, the chopped up Christmas stuff. They usually have that in the produce section at Christmas time, during the holidays. Put that in, and we need to add at least 2 more cups of flour. Then when this is mixed up, we'll turn it up 1 more notch, and we'll knead it for about 8 minutes. Okay, that was 8 minutes. Oh, Santa's helper finished the rawhide. Oh, 8 minutes, I knew it. I time my bread according to what she eats. But we're going to take and knead this by hand just a couple minutes. Even with the kneader in there, at least it cuts the time off for knead. I don't have to do this for 10 minutes altogether myself. Okay, now this is going to be for our initial rising. Well, that gives you a little work up there, don't it, Callie? And so we just put a little bit of oil in the bottom of the bowl. Whoa, 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 whoa. And just rub that all around inside your bowl. And plop in your bread. Turn that over so that you got it completely oiled, covered. You don't need a lot in there, just enough to moisten it like suntan lotion. Oh, Callie, Alice, what are you doing? And then we'll just take and cover this and let it rise until it's double. Now, if you don't have a Tupperware container like I do here, your regular bowl is fine. Just put a piece of saran wrap over it, and that works just perfectly. And I'm putting this, because it's chillier outside, on my stove near the back. But be careful, you don't want to heat on your oven like 350 or something. You want it like just like a 200. We just want a softer heat. When your bread rises, your best place is like the top of the refrigerator, so you got the heat from the coils coming up, and that heats up nice. If you have it near too hot a heat, it's going to rise too fast, and it's going to get all bubbly inside, and that's what causes your breads to taste yeasty tasting. It's not because you have too much yeast in it, it's because it was rising in too hot an area. It proofed too fast, and that'll give you your yeasty taste. So we'll just let this sit here now and turn it every so often, just so the heat gets all evenly around it. That's why I have it up on a trivet there. Heat can come up from underneath. And we'll check it back in about an hour and a half, 2 hours. When you stick your 2 fingers into the indentation of the bread and pull back, if the indent stays, then your bread is ready. If it rises back up and fills up your 2 holes right away, it's not ready yet. You need to proof longer. So we'll come back and check that out when it's all risen. Okay, now the Jule Kake is done rising for the first time. Punch that down. Oh, that. Now we can cut this into loaves. And I just got to flatten it out here just to get rid of the bubbles. And I'm going to cut this into 4 because I want to make 4 loaves. And I'm not cutting all the way down to the counter because I don't want to scratch the countertop. But you get the idea. And then we're going to take each section and make it into a ball. So then we can have 4 loaves of Jule Kake. And I'm putting this on a parchment-lined baking sheet. I'm just rolling under the edges in towards the center and the bottom. And you could make 2 larger ones if you wanted to, but by having these smaller ones you can freeze them and then ice them when you're ready to give them out as presents. So then you got 4 little mini loaves to give out in your gift baskets for your neighbors or friends, whatever, for Christmas time. And you don't have to wait for Christmas time to do this. You can do this at the holidays too, for Thanksgiving or for New Year's, for your parties, because the Jule Kake is a traditional bread made at Christmas time. But you can enjoy it year-round if you want to. It's just hard to find the citron. The citron is usually only available during the holiday season. But it's a fabulous tradition that my family's enjoyed for years. And now that my father passed away, Mom, she's out in the state of Wyoming and with my sister and her family, and they're not doing the traditions like we used to do as kids. Just as you got older, these things have kind of faded out. But someone's got to keep them up, and so I do it. And I love doing all the baking. I know growing up as kids, Mom and I used to go through, oh God, about 50 pounds of flour and sugar every Christmas at least. So now we're going to take and cover these with a light towel. And we'll put these back on top of the stove. And let these rise now until they're doubled. Now the second time only takes about half an hour. So you can watch it then. Oh, Santa's helper's kind of pooped on the floor here. Yeah. Antlers are going different directions. Oh, she's tired. Oh. Okay, our bread is done rising now for the second time. These are going to be a nice 4 little loaves of Jule Kake. Ooh, these look so perfect. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Santa's little helper is on the couch now. And we'll put these in the oven at 350 degrees. And they'll take about, 25 to 35 minutes. I know that's a 10-minute leeway there, but it depends on your oven, it depends on the size of your loaf. After about 25 minutes, I'll take the loaf, turn it over, and knock on the bottom. If it sounds hollow, then it's done. And then we can take them out. If not, if it sounds still a little solid, we'll take and put it back in there for a few more minutes. So anywhere from 25 to 35 minutes should be about right. And then we'll have our fresh Jule Kake. After you take it out of the oven, You want to stick it on, I got a cooling rack on the kitchen table. You want to stick it on a rack to cool completely. And whatever you do, keep it out of the breeze of the fan, of your air conditioner, or even direct breeze from your windows. Because the cool air is going to take and wrinkle the bread and crinkle it up. And you don't want that to happen. You want a nice smooth loaf of bread. And when it comes out of the oven, immediately brush it with butter. Just take a pastry brush with softened butter and just brush that over your loaves of bread, because you want to keep the bread nice and soft. You don't want it tough and hard. After it's cooled completely, then we can take and frost it. Or you can take and put them into your Ziploc freezer bags and put them in the freezer. And when it's Christmas time or when it's holiday time, the day of you wanted to serve the bread, take it out, thaw it, and then frost it. And you just drizzle a little white icing on there. Just put in about a cup of powdered sugar with about a tablespoon of milk. And you just want to make a nice little drizzling icing. You don't need a heavy-duty buttercream icing. You just want a nice little drizzle to drizzle across. And then you can put on a couple little sprinkles if you want to. Little Christmassy sprinkles or holiday sprinkles, whatever you're serving it for. And that'll be our Jule Kake bread. Merry Christmas! Oh, I forgot to... Santa's helper was trying to get my attention. Oh, I missed it. Yeah. Yeah. Joe's got to turn around and come back. Yeah, Santa's helper wants a treat. Oh, yeah. Santa's helper. Yeah. Callie, do you look pretty? These are nice and rounded crows, and I took and I buttered them so they're nice and smooth. Now when these cool off completely, just drizzle your frosting over and put on some colored sprinkles, Christmas sprinkles, and that's your Jule Kake. Merry Christmas!